Welcome to Senior Break. And from last week to this week, we have Dawn back. Dawn was on a little break from us. Her daughter got married, and we're going to question her about that now. So how was it, Dawn?
Well, hello, Marie. Nice to be back. Wow, my daughter's wedding was absolutely beautiful. We're waiting to get all of our pictures from the photographer, so I'll maybe have some pictures to share with you next time. But it was everything we ever imagined it would be. It was up in Traverse City, which was an absolutely beautiful venue.
Good weather?
Great weather, good food, great time. Everybody really enjoyed themselves. And
did you get to spend a few days with family after that, or the wedding? Or?
Yes, we did. And we went to our cottage for a few days and got to visit with some family and had a relaxing time, which was really needed. I needed. So it was really great. Thank you so much for asking.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I know while I was gone, busy with the wedding in Leonard, they had their Strawberry Festival, and I know you talked about that at the last segment, but I heard that was a huge success this year.
And then the Addison Township parking lot got paved, which is a big deal.
Big deal.
Very nice. It looks very, very nice.
Well, that's good.
We got that paved done, and just the weather's been beautiful. Seniors have been coming in, playing their card games, and just we're going to start Mahjong.
Oh, fun.
We're going to start it Wednesday. We have someone that'll come in and teach us how to play it every Wednesday at 12:30 in August.
Oh,
and she's going to leave us, so hopefully we'll
learn and then be able to continue on.
So you're welcome to come out and learn with us how to play.
Yes.
So that's our new thing.
And if your participants want to fine-tune their skills once they get learned, they're welcome to come out to Oxford on Mondays.
Yes.
We have Mahjong out at our facility at 1 o'clock on Mondays, and we usually have about two tables or 2.5 tables. So
and they take beginners?
They take beginners. Yes, they do. So they welcome anyone to come in. So beginners, learners.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah, so maybe
we can
help each other.
Yes, that would be very
So
nice.
I will be sure to let our players know that you're going to be offering it on Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays at 12:30.
12:30, okay.
Yeah, just to have a teacher or an instructor there just that month.
Okay.
Yeah, and then she's going to go play in her tournament.
And I know when we started Mahjong at Oxford, for those that have access to the internet, that there's YouTube videos out there that you can watch and learn from as well. So that might be something you want to share with your players.
If there's, I did not know what it meant. I didn't know what the word meant. It's a game that you play with little tiles.
Right. It's almost like dominoes in a way. Yeah.
It looks like little dominoes.
Right.
Yeah, they're a little bit different. But I've tried to play it on the computer, and it's different. On the computer, it's more of a match game.
Okay.
Which is not Mahjong from what people are telling me.
Okay.
So I'm anxious to learn it.
All right.
Yeah,
well, great.
yeah,
You'll have to let us know how that goes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, and maybe you'll become the teacher.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anything else new and exciting going out in Addison?
Not new.
No.
But we're doing all the things we normally do with the. We play canasta on Wednesdays, and we teach that.
Okay.
We do the yoga. We do the Feldenkrais. Yes, there's a lot, and in September there's always more.
Right.
So yeah.
Especially with the Labor Day holiday coming, a lot of people will be either vacationing for that weekend.
And some of our instructors come back.
Okay.
Because a couple of them take off for the summer.
Sure.
But they come back too. So yeah, we're busy.
Yeah.
It's so nice to be a senior.
I know it is. It's good. There's so much activity and so much going on in both of our communities that we offer some great programs for our seniors in the community. So.
And we do have seniors that are home alone, and they feel like they have enough to do until they feel like they don't have enough to do.
Right.
So, but then they don't know who to call. So please come to our center because they're so friendly.
Right.
They meet each other, they become girlfriends, and then they branch out and do things together.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
going to lunch.
And if I remember correctly, a few segments back, remember we talked about the Michigan Senior Olympics?
Yes.
That's going
Yes.
on this August, so that's an opportunity
Yes.
for any of you to get out and go check out the Michigan Senior Olympics. And I believe you can get in contact with the Michigan Senior Olympics at the OPC in Rochester.
I think so. I
And they
think
can
so.
provide you with up-to-date schedules and events that are
Yes.
going on. So I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
So
I think I missed that day that you had somebody here.
yes, we
From
did.
the Senior Olympics.
We
Yes,
did.
yes.
We did.
Yes.
So
that's exciting.
it is exciting. And with all of that, we're right now in getting sent to print this past week our fall brochure that'll get mailed out to all Oxford Village and Township residents.
So that means casino time is coming up.
Casino time.
Hear that,
and
Addison Township's casino time?
yes, so we've got a couple of casino trips coming up this fall. We have Quaden, that's overnight. We have Fire Keepers, and I just planned Soaring Eagle already for February of 23. Can you believe we're already planning for
I know.
23?
I know. When September comes and school goes back,
Oh.
it's Christmas all of a sudden.
Yes,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it goes
that
fast.
book will be coming out here in another week or so, so please be sure to check your mailboxes if you're in Oxford Township or the Village to see all the great programs that we have coming this fall. So
Okay.
we got a couple of speakers that are going to be joining us at the Senior Center. We're going to be doing dinner in Euchre again.
Oh, good.
Starting in September. It's going to be the first Wednesdays of the month, so
Okay.
we've got a
Lots to
lot
do.
going on.
Lots
Yes,
to do.
so
Okay, stay with us and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Senior Break, and our special guest today is Maudrey Arguwal. Did I pronounce that right?
You pronounce it
good.
perfect. Thank
And
you.
she is our Miss Senior Michigan for this year, for 2022. She won the pageant. I don't know if you might remember that we had Tony Sanchez on before the pageant,
We did.
kind of telling us that a little bit about the pageant. And then we had the pageant, and now we're going to talk to Maudrey. So Maudrey, how did you get involved in the pageant?
So I was, I think at OPC, where I was in the parking lot, I was walking in, and because I go to OPC very often, and being a member there, I was approached by somebody who I really don't remember.
Okay.
And she just asked me, she said, wow, have you ever done modeling? And have you ever done pageantry? And I looked at her, I said, no, but in my heart I thought, who are you? But
Right. Right.
And she says, oh, you're gorgeous. You know, you should think about it. And before I know, the next thing I know is that, you know, I was approached.
And you applied?
And I applied. And voila.
Yeah, that's it. So what are some of the things that you had to go through to be in the pageant?
So we,
Just in case somebody else would like to apply
Oh,
and see how much
absolutely.
fun you had. Sorry,
oh
go
my
ahead.
God, I had so much fun and met some amazing, wonderful, wonderful participants. Ladies are there. I met the Cameo, and Cameo is just amazing. Very, very helpful, very considerate, very sweet. And these participants, they become my sisterhood. I've become so close to them.
So what did you do after you applied and they called you and said, come in? And then what was the next step?
Next
that you
step
had
was
to
they
do?
gave me a sheet of paper, first of all, to sign up. And you know, you sign and you pay, and then after that you have to fill up a form and tell all about yourself, your biography. And
Isn't that hard to do?
And
Isn't
then
that-
I had to think. I said,
Yes.
wait a minute, okay. Then I went back to memory lane, and so I was going back and forth. And
So did
but-
you have to meet them somewhere? Do you have classes, or how does the how does the pageant go
So
on?
the pageant goes on that once you are assigned, once the time comes, you have basically rehearsals. Like they come
Okay.
and they meet up with you, meet up with them, and very cordial, and they tell you what's what and how you have to do. But of course, you have to practice and try to be good in what you do.
And there's people there
And there
that
are
show
people
you?
that show
Okay.
us. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Wow, what a great
exciting.
experience.
Yes, it was. It was an amazing experience. I would tell anybody and everybody, you know what? Life starts after 60,
Yeah.
if you ask me.
Yes.
And I just love it. Love
And
it,
these
love it.
ladies are from all over Michigan.
All over.
It's not just here, they're from all over Michigan. We've had them from up north.
Yes.
If you live in this area, it makes it easier because the pageant is held at OPC.
Okay.
And that's Older Persons Commission in Rochester. So you have a little advantage. But the girls that are there, the cameos you mentioned,
Yes.
cameos are the girls that were in the pageant before. And they stay with us and formed a little club to help the next year's girls
Oh,
that come in.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
nice.
So it's
yeah.
nice and it's exciting, isn't
It
it?
is. It is. And so now I'm a part of Cameo.
So do you have to get up on stage? What do you do when you're up on stage
At the time of the pageant.
at the time of the pageant?
So you come up on stage, you have a walk, they tell us what needs to be done. After that we have our talent, we have our gown walk, we have a philosophy of life.
No bathing suits?
No bathing suits.
That's the first question everybody.
I know a lot of people ask
Yes.
that,
Yes.
what about bathing suits? And some of the men said, darn it, no bathing suits. I said, well, you'll see something better. Come on,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
buy tickets and come and,
Yes.
and see a show.
Right. So tell us about your talent that you shared with those at the pageant,
So my talent was,
or what your talent is.
my talent is,
Yes.
I danced in an Indian Bollywood song,
Okay.
and in the Indian Bollywood songs are very integrate. You know, there's a lot of actions and face gestures, and you have to give your your emotions.
Okay.
You can, even if somebody doesn't understand the language or the dialects.
Okay.
We can express it with our eyes, with our smile, and our gestures, our hands,
Right.
and feet, and so it's
Sounds like an art.
Yes.
And it's like you really have to feel and
Yes.
believe in
Yes.
what
Yes.
you're dancing, so that it portrays through, like you said, through your eyes,
yes,
through your
yes,
smile,
absolutely.
so that you can connect with the people in the audience. That's amazing. that is a great talent.
Thank you.
So what happens next now? Do you go on to something else or
So Marie, guess what?
what's that?
I have exactly 1 month from today. I'm going to Pennsylvania, Hershey's, for my nationals.
Oh,
A national pageant?
For the national pageant,
Okay.
which will be held. It's a 5-day
Trip?
beautiful trip that we will be enduring there from the 5th to the 9th.
And what will you be trying to win there?
So
be-
this is I'm going for Miss Senior America
Oh.
2022.
Oh,
how
so
exciting. Wouldn't it be
exciting.
exciting?
Yes.
I mean, just the experience overall is exciting.
It is very, very, very exciting. I'm being very honest. I am nervous. But I feel being nervous is a good thing,
Yes.
because if you don't try hard, and if you're not nervous, you don't get anything.
Right, right.
That's
Did you ever think that a year ago you would be here today?
no, not at all.
Right.
This is amazing, beautiful, and thank you so much.
Yes.
And while you were in the pageant with the other girls that were running, how did you feel? How did you feel, the acquaintances you made and the things you did? Because it's
Beautiful.
on a big stage.
Beautiful. Everybody was very, very lovable, very likable. Everybody was there for each other, we were helping each other. And And at the time of rehearsal prior, we would say, "Are we okay?" Everybody would come out, "Okay," and we would say, "Yeah, we are rooting up." You know, so we are one.
Exciting.
It's very exciting.
Very
This is
exciting.
where we bring up our sisterhood.
Right.
And I
And
have
when you are one of the finalists and you walk across a big stage, do they teach you how to do that and how to
Yes.
walk and how? Because
yes.
I would be thinking, well, I don't know how to do that.
Yes,
But
they
there
tell
are
you how
people.
to walk up. There is a director who teaches us, a wonderful director. She's Marian. I just love her. I tell you, all of us, all the people in the pageantry of Miss Senior Michigan, they are just amazing. You all are so amazing. I mean,
So
yes.
I'm thinking that it's kind of like it's done on TV, where you walk across the stage.
Just like any pageant, you
and you
walk
wear a
across your
gown,
gown and you
a gown,
yes, yes.
and then you do your entertainment.
Entertainment, yes.
That's exciting.
And then you also mentioned about your philosophy.
Yeah, philosophy of life. You can tell them, what's your philosophy, what you think, and judges actually judge you totally on a totality. What you have right from the time you walk on stage till you do your philosophy, and you have interviews and you have question answers, and it's a whole package.
And it's the way I understand it's done very nicely, because nobody knows who the judges are until the day of. Even the people that work
after.
in the behind there, because the judges they're judging by a number. And so they don't really even know until
No.
somebody totals those numbers,
Okay.
because they don't know what each other's numbers are.
Gotcha. Okay,
So it's
wow.
very nice.
Yes,
Very
it
nice.
is.
So, and you did so good.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're Miss Senior. We're proud to sit here by you.
Thank you, thank you.
It's very
thank
nice.
you for having me. I'm really, really very happy, and I would only like to tell our viewers that pray for me, support, so that I can be out there to support all of you, to open huge doors, to be a good example for all of you, because I have been in the community service, always helping out, sharing, and being a community figure for Michiganders.
So can they go online and see the last year's pageant, and can they tell about it so they know where to apply in case they're
Yes,
interested?
absolutely, or they can call me.
Okay, that would be good too. Yeah.
I could advocate, and
Yeah, sure.
definitely, and they can call and they can reach out to Tony, they can reach out to
The other members.
Marian and the other people, they can reach out
Yeah.
to me, and everybody will be delighted. And I'll tell you, it's an experience, so come on down for 2023.
Yes, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes. So what will you have to do for 2023?
So for 2023, I will be there, and I will be giving this beautiful crown
Okay.
to the next Miss Senior Michigan Queen.
Well, what do you do now, though, as queen until 23? What are your duties, or what do you do? Do you do parades, or?
Yes, Marie. As a matter of fact, talking about parades, I was just 2 weeks ago, I was at the beautiful strawberry parade right here in Leonard, and I do parades, and I've been in different events. I have done a few services in the community thereafter, where I went to the base for the Army, and a few of our queens together, we did lemonade stand, and so we served for 9 hours.
Wow.
Lemonade.
Yes.
So that was
Wow.
and going to wherever we can, we go. And I went to the senior home center last week.
Didn't I see a picture of you with our governor?
No? Yes. Well, how
Yes.
exciting.
Yes, I got a special tribute from from our governor, honorable governor, and this past week I got a proclamation from our mayor of Rochester Hills.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, you have shared this wonderful experience that you've had. I thank you for joining us
Thank you
today.
very much.
And maybe we'll have you back in next year, so
Definitely.
to kick off Miss Senior Michigan for next year.
Yes.
Remind everybody to get out and advocate for
Yes,
Miss Senior
for sure.
Michigan.
For sure.
Well, thank you, and
Thank you.
we'll be right back with our next guest. Welcome back to Senior Break. Marie has had to step away because she had some appointments this afternoon. So thank you to Marie for being here and to Maudrey for being here.
Yeah.
It was a great segment to learn about her experience with the
Yeah.
Michigan Senior Pageant. But I'd like now to welcome to Senior Break Terry Stiles.
Hi,
and,
I'm back.
And BJ
France.
okay, and BJ France from the Oxford Fire Department. Welcome. Thank you
you.
for joining us today.
having me.
Fire marshal, right?
Fire
You're the fire
marshal, yeah.
marshal for
All right.
Oxford Township
Absolutely.
Fire Department.
Well, great.
Which covers the village as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
We always say Oxford Township Fire Department, and that's our whole community, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're here to talk about the smoke detectors that and the campaign that's going on in Oxford right
Sounds
now.
like you've been really busy out on
Yeah.
the streets.
We have been
so
busy.
Kidding.
So I can explain a little bit
Yeah.
about it. Michigan, the fire marshal of Michigan, I want to say it was 4 years ago, started a campaign to have smoke detectors installed in residents in the state because he was noticing a trend of the people dying in house fires was going up, and that some of those people were in fires that didn't have any smoke detectors.
Okay.
So I don't mean to interrupt because I know you're on a roll, but was that trend like older senior citizens and people that maybe didn't have a higher income, or was it a group or everybody?
I think there's two different categories that you could talk about. The people who are perishing in fires are essentially between the ages of 40 and above.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Like
Yeah.
I can tell you the statistics right now, between January and June of 2022, there was 76 people that have currently perished in a
Holy
fire in the
cow.
state.
Wow.
And that was in 72 different fires, and 38% of them were between the ages of 40 and 69.
Wow.
And then the next highest rate is 70 and above. So they've kind of decided that the age is 40 and above, and then the things that are causing most of these fires, the top three reasons is going to be smoking, then electrical, and then cooking is the third.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Wow.
So
Smoking's number one.
yeah, and most of these people
Be a lesson.
are dying. I don't know the numbers on here, but most of this is happening at night.
Oh.
So the smoke detector's job is to wake you up when you're sleeping.
Absolutely.
Us as humans, we can figure out if there's smoke in our house that we should get out.
Right.
So when we're sleeping is when we need the
Right,
smoke detectors
right.
going off.
I know faithfully every year when daylight savings time change, my husband is diligent about testing the fire, the smoke detectors, changing the
batteries,
batteries,
sure.
and the carbon monoxide detectors as well. So
Yeah.
it's very important to stay on top of that.
Absolutely. So how that's the fire marshal started that. We go to different trainings, and he's kind of pushed it out to the fire departments that we need to install smoke detectors. So he's started a program where the state actually gives us smoke detectors. Now
Okay.
they can only give out so many. They have to give it to every fire department
Right.
in the state. So when I became fire marshal, we kind of started a program with the help of the township,
Right.
and we were awarded a grant. CJ had wrote
Yep.
for us,
Yep.
and we wanted to give out. Originally, the state had given us 36 smoke detectors,
Okay.
and I knew that if we were offering them for free, we were going to go through those very fast.
Absolutely,
And I didn't
yeah.
know how the state was going to be able to replenish them. So we wanted to kind of go big. So
Right.
we ended up getting donations for up to $13,000 from Oxford businesses and community groups.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a little less than 13. I think it was like 12,800.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
And then
amazing.
we've secured a grant from the 4-county
Community
Community
Foundation.
Foundation,
They're
yeah.
so good to us.
For
They
$10,000.
are,
So we have roughly
are.
about $23,000 that we've been able to invest in smoke detectors, and now we've kind of started installing them.
So you as the fire department are doing the installations, right?
Yep.
You're not just going to the door and knocking on it and saying, here you go.
So part of the state program is they track everywhere we've installed them. So
Oh,
we have to go on
nice.
their website and input all the data. But there's also a checklist of safety things that we're looking for in homes. And some of those things are like keeping stuff away from the stove, keeping stuff away from space heaters, up to 3, you shouldn't have anything closer than 3 feet from your space heater. Making sure people have a planned escape from their house, making sure all their windows are opening properly.
Right.
And then the other big thing that they want you to talk about is keeping your door shut when you're sleeping, because that's the last.
That's a hard one.
Especially if
Yeah.
you're saying the majority of the fires are at nighttime.
Most of them are at night, and that's just going to be your last defense from the smoke getting to you.
Right.
So-
So it's not just, we're coming in and we're giving you a smoke detector, we're installing it, and we're going to provide you with education and make sure that you have the best plan of action
Yep.
so that you can get out of your home in case of a fire.
Absolutely. So how it works, it's available to anybody in the township.
Okay?
You can go to the township's website. There is a link to the programs that we've called it in Oxford is Safety Begins at Home. You can go to that link. There's a downloadable form you can fill out, and then you email it or drop it off at the fire station.
Okay.
Or you could call the fire department at 248-969-9483, and we're more than happy to help you. Like I said, it's available for anybody in the township. But we've also added another component to where we can go out in the public, and we've kind of deemed some areas in the township more vulnerable.
Oh,
So like our building code has changed amongst the years.
yeah,
So
right.
older houses were never required to have smoke detectors. So, and then the requirements increased where they had to have wired smoke detectors on every level. To now they have to have them in every bedroom, outside of every sleeping area,
Really?
and on every level.
wow.
So we've kind of started targeting
The
Those
older
areas,
homes.
those areas,
right.
right? Where there's older homes, where we know the elderly
Right.
or the older population of Oxford's are living. So we've done 2 campaigns. We've gone door to door in like the Brad Dewey subdivision in north
Right.
of Stony
Yep.
Lake.
That's
Right.
funny.
And then this past weekend, we kind of went door to door in the Red Barn subdivision.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
right off a drainer.
Yep.
Yep, okay.
And then our next one, I think, is actually in September.
Okay.
We're going to be up in Thomas Road.
Thomas Road, okay.
Do you have any suggestions? So I do have a home built in the 40s. We have one smoke detector slash carbon monoxide,
Yep.
right? They're dual. Do they wear out? Should I
So-
replace them every 10 years or so, every 5 years? How does that
a
work?
very good question. The smoke detectors are only really designed to work for 10 years.
Okay.
And
Didn't know
after
that.
10 years, whatever component finds the smoke, it starts to wear out and it starts to become less effective. So after that 10 years, it's required that it's recommended that you replace. And the same thing for a CO alarm. They say between 7 and 10 years. So all the smoke detectors that we're installing are 10-year smoke detectors. They all have a 10-year battery. They look just like this. There's no compartment for the battery to be replaced.
Oh,
The
okay.
battery in the unit lasts for 10 years.
Wow.
After
okay.
that 10-year battery's out, it'll start chirping at you, and you essentially have to get new smoke detectors.
And you contact the fire department.
and we
We
will
gave you
help
the
you out.
telephone number,
Well,
right?
and I think a really good way for you to know when that 10 years is up is maybe to put the
Put a date
year,
on it.
Sure,
put a
yep.
date on it.
So every smoke detector we install now, it has the installation
date.
date.
Okay.
And then
Beautiful.
it has the date it needs to be replaced
Oh,
by.
perfect, great.
Yep.
That's
Well,
great.
Unfortunately, we're out of time.
Okay.
We need to have you come back because
sure.
what you had to say is fascinating.
Yep.
I think we need to repeat that to people over and over again,
Agreed.
including myself, because it's a lot of information to take in.
Yep.
Again, what's the telephone number for the fire
It's going
department?
to be 248-969-9483.
Yeah.
And when you call that number, if you ask for the fire prevention office, they'll direct you right to us. And if we're not there, you can leave a voicemail for us, and we will surely get back to them.
Well, thanks for coming
Absolutely.
in.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
having
having me,
Yeah,
Dawn.
thank you, BJ, for coming
Sure,
out.
absolutely.
And I'm excited because I want to have you come out to the Oxford Senior Center
Sure,
to talk
absolutely.
to our seniors.
Yep.
So,
We
Okay.
haven't seen the last of him.
All
yeah.
right.
All
Sounds
right.
good. Thank
Well,
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you next time.